Welcome back to the lecture series of Computer Aided Manufacturing. I am Neha Joshi, Assistant Professor in Mechanical Engineering Department at LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. Let's start with our second chapter, that is NC-CNC machine tools. In previous session we covered different topics like cutting process parameter for turning application, general structure of turning part program and part programming for the CNC machining center. In today's session, we will cover different topics like part programming for drilling, zero point and reference point for milling, tool length compensation and cutter radius compensation. Now, first of all, we will discuss about the part program for drilling. Let's take one example of part programming for drilling. Okay? Given data is like that, write a manual part program for drilling the component as shown in the figure. Okay? Now, assume the material of the workpiece as mild steel and using high speed as a drill material. The cutting speed is 30 meter per minute and feed rate is 0.1 mm per revolution. Okay. Now we can find out the RPM from the linear speed equation using the equation n is equal to 1000 into V divided by pi d. Okay. So linear speed is given 30 meter per minute. So 1000 into 30 divided by pi into 10. Okay, because the drill bit is given 10 mm. Okay, diameter of the drill is 10 mm. So from that we can get n is equal to 954.9 rpm. Now round off it, so n is equal to 1000 rpm. Okay. Now we will start writing part program for the given problem. Now first sequence is N0 and G90 is used for the absolute programming mode. Okay. Next sequence is N1 and G71 is used for metric mode programming. The dimensions are given in the mm. If we have to use G71 code, okay, the dimensions are given in inch, then we have to use G70 code. Then after next sequence is N2. G93 code is used for the speed range. M40 indicates the low speed range because the spindle speed is 1000 rpm. As 1000 indicates the spindle speed is 1000 rpm. After that next sequence is N3. G95 code is used for the feed rate in mm per revolution. The next sequence is N4. G28 is used for the setting tool at home position. Okay. After that next sequence is N5. M06 is used for changing the tool. Okay. T0808 indicate the tool number is 08, drill bit with 10 mm diameter and with offset of 08. Okay. The next sequence is N7. Z00 is used for the rapid tool positioning. Set the tool at X0 and Z1, and M08 is used for turning on the coolant. Okay. After that, next sequence is N8. G00 is used for the rapid tool positioning at X0 and Z10, the reference position of the drill for the drilling as the drill bit is 10 mm. Now we will have to drill the hole up to depth of 30 mm as you can see here in the diagram. Next sequence is N9 and G81 is drilling cycle with a drill from Z10 to Z minus 30. Okay, because we have to drill up to depth 30 mm, where the feed rate is 0.1 mm per revolution and spindle speed is 1000 rpm. After that next sequence code is N10. G00 is used for the rapid tool positioning. Set the tool at X0 and Z1. The next sequence is N11. G28 is used for instructor tool to go to the home position. After that next sequence is N12. M05 is used for turning of spindle. Okay. N13 next sequence. M09 is used for the turning of coolant. Then next sequence is N14. M02 is used for the ending of program, and last sequence is N15. M30 is used for the ending of tap, and tap will remain automatically. Okay, so this is the part programming for the drilling machine. Okay, now we will discuss about the axis designation convention of the milling center. As a machining center, CNC machining center is a machine tool with at least 3 axes and maximum 5 axes Okay, X, Y, Z are three linear axes and A axis for the spindle tilt and B axis for the table rotation. Okay, so all machines are equipped with the basic traveling components which move in the relation to one another as well as in the perpendicular direction. Milling machines are equipped with a traversing work table which travels along two axes and the spindle whose tools travel along the third axis. Here you can see the position of coordinate system of milling machine, which is horizontal milling machine and vertical milling machine. In vertical milling machine, the spindle axis is perpendicular to the work table surface as you can see here in the diagram, and in the horizontal milling machine, the spindle axis is parallel to the work table surface as you can see here in the diagram. Okay. Now we will discuss various zero points and reference point used in CNC milling. Now first one is machining zero point as you can see here in the diagram, which is designated by M. Now what is machine zero point? Machine zero point is the home position or just machine reference position or is the origin of machine coordinate system. Machine zero is also the position in which all tool changes take place. The location of this point may vary from manufacturer to manufacturer. For tool changing operation, machine must be positioned at machine zero. Now you can see here in the diagram machine zero point M. Okay. The next point is blocking point or workpiece zero point, which is designated by A. Blocking point is the same as that of the workpiece zero point. Okay. Then after next point is program zero point, which is designated by W. In case of milling machine, program zero is assumed to be in the corner of the workpiece or at the most prominent point of the workpiece. Okay. Program zero point is either starting point of the workpiece length or it may be taken at the same position of blocking point A. It is known as a program zero point as all the tool travel are specified with respect to this point. Application of program zero point is quite advantageous to programmer because the input value of X, Y, Z in the program differ from the values taken directly from the drawing. After that, next point is start point, which is designated by B. This is from where the first tool start the machining process. And after that, last point is the reference point, which is designated by R. Reference point of the machine is determined by the measuring system. It is essential to know the distance between the R and M in order to relate the position of the axis to that of the reference point. Okay, so these are the different zero points and reference points which are used in milling machines. Now we will discuss about a different cutting process parameter for milling, CNC milling. First one is cutting speed. Now what is cutting speed? The cutting speed of a milling cutter is its peripheral linear speed resulting from rotation. It is expressed in meter per minute and given by the equation V is equal to pi d n by 60, where d is the diameter of the milling cutter in mm and n is the spindle speed or milling cutter speed in rpm. The next cutting process parameter is feed. Okay. Now what is feed? The feed in a milling machine is the rate with which the workpiece advances under the cutter. The feed in the milling machine is expressed by the following three different methods. First one is feed per tooth, second one is feed per cutter revolution and third one is feed per minute. Now what is feed per tooth? It is the distance the workpiece advances in the time between engagement by the two successive teeth. Now what is the feed per cutter? It is the distance the workpiece advances in time when the cutter turns through one complete revolution. And what is the feed per minute? It is defined by the distance the workpiece advances in 1 minute. Okay, so these are the different feed which we have to consider is a process parameter, cutting process parameter in milling. And the last cutting process parameter is depth of cut, which is designated by T. The depth of cut in a milling is the thickness of the material removed in one pass of the workpiece under the cutter. It is the perpendicular distance measured between the original and final surface of the workpiece and it is expressed generally in mm. Okay, so these are the different cutting process parameters that we have to consider in milling. Now we will discuss about the common preparatory functions or G code which are used in milling machine. Okay, first one is principal plane selection. Okay, for CNC machining center, vertical or horizontal, selection of active working plane is must. This is done by using G code, which are G17, G18 and G19. G17 code select the XY plane as the default and working plane of the machining center. It allows the machining operations to carried out in a horizontal plane. For XZ plane selection, G18 code is used, and for the YZ plane selection, G19 code is used. Next one is linear and circular interpolation. For linear interpolation, G01 code is used. For clockwise circular interpolation, G02 code is used. When we have to create an arc, circular arc in clockwise, then we have to use G02 code. Okay. For counterclockwise circular interpolation, G03 code is used. When we have to create a circular arc in counterclockwise direction, then we have to use G03 code. Next one is helical interpolation. Now, for clockwise helical interpolation, G32 code is used, and for counterclockwise helical interpolation, G33 code is used. Okay, so these are the common preparatory functions which are used in CNC milling. Okay, now most important function is tool length compensation, which are used in milling. Okay, now what is tool length compensation? The tool length compensation enables a CNC machine to compensate for many tools of different length. It allows the machinist to set a Z-axis datum on a part and use multiple tools without having to reset the Z datum for each tool used. You can see here in the diagram position of Z-axis without tool length compensation and with tool length compensation. Most of the CNC machine use multiple tools and length of each tool is different. Therefore, the programmer has to account for the individual tool lengths while the programming the Z dimensions. Okay. So in CNC machine, all the tools are measured in assembled state by using tool measuring device known as a tool presetter. Okay, so these tools are input a programmable tool register of the CNC machine. Thus, all the tool length are stored in the tool register, which is memory location in the computer. The distance of given tool tip from the surface of the workpiece is known as a tool length offset, which is designated by H. The tool length offset for different tools are estimated from the tool length stored in the tool register. The tool length offset function is generally G43, which is used to set the tool length offset on. Okay, so this is the tool length compensation which is used in CNC milling. Then after, cutter radius compensation, which is most important for CNC milling. Now, what is cutter radius compensation? The cutter radius compensation capabilities of the interpreter enable the programmer to specify that the cutter should travel to right or left of an open or closed contour in a XY plane composed of arcs of circle and straight line segment. In contouring operation, it becomes necessary to calculate the tool cutter path for preparing the program by offsetting the contour by an amount equal to the radius of cutter. You can see here the workpiece contour and tool path for a typical workpiece. Okay. Now, besides the problem of calculation, one should realize that whenever the cutter size changes, the program would need editing. But if compensation equal to the radius of cutter is entered and stored in the tool register of the computer memory, the program could be written for workpiece profile and hence no change in program is needed. This means we can say that the program is written with a zero cutter radius. Okay. So the code for the cutter radius compensation are generally G40, G41 and G42 are used for radius compensation. This code, once a program in any program, remains active till cancelled by the other. G40 code is used for turning off compensation. This function cancels any cutter radius compensation and applied previously. Okay. G41 code is used when the cutter is on the left of the program toolpath while looking in the direction of the tool moving. Hence, the radius compensation is considered the left of the program contour. Okay, so for the left side compensation, G41 code is used. G42 is used when the cutter is on the right of the program toolpath when looking in the direction of the tool movement, and hence radius compensation is to the right of the program contour. The tool radius is always positive if the program path is determined for a specific size of the cutter. The compensation value would be positive or negative depending on whether the cutter used for machining is oversized or undersized. Okay, so this is the cutter radius compensation. Different codes G40, 41 and 42 are used for cutter radius compensation. Then tool length compensation that we have discussed, and the part programming for drilling. Okay, thank you for watching this video.